Welcome back to Algona High School. Time now for basketball here on Hometown Radio KLGA. Algona in their home whites, Webster City in their road purples. Tap won by Jason Cecil and the Bulldogs. And they take possession first, right to left across your radio dial here on Hometown Radio KLGA. Up top, Noah Nelson for the Algona Bulldogs. Left side, Cecil. Skip to the right wing for Helmers. Jab step right, drives left. The tap takes a pass down low, passes back out to the top of the key for Wegner. Wegner crossover into the paint, drives in, layup may have been blocked, taken away by Webster City. And Olsen up the floor. The Lynx go Newroth. Back to Olsen, left side, drives in. Beat the line jumper, short off for an iron. Rebound Nelson for Algona, who pushes the other way. Left wing now is Wagner in the corner, drives baseline, spins right, shot off glass, misses short. Rebound Webster City down low to Will Tassler. We played 45 seconds, no score here in Algona. Up top, Olsen for the Lynx, off a screen at the right elbow now, another screen, drives in, passes back to the top of the key, a jab step for Newroth, drives in, kicks, short left corner. That's Tassler. Tassler left wing now hands it off backwards towards Doring in the corner. Now a pick and roll down low back to Tassler on the left block. Nice defense. Double team comes. Pass back out top of the key for Webster City. Left elbow. Eklund drives in. Shot rejected, but an offensive board. Pass back up top. Deep triple for Newroth. High arcing shot. No good. Rebound tapped into the hands of Algona and Helmers. Cecil, right wing. Crossover. Passes back out Helmers for the Bulldogs. Just underway here in Algona, no score on Hometown Radio. Cecil, deep right wing, crossover right to left, drives in, kicks left corner for Nelson. Nelson, a head fake on a three, now dribbles back to the top of the key. Left wing, Helmers. Helmers looking back to Nelson, pump fake to three, right wing off a screen, bounce pass to Wartick, right elbow. Back up top, Helmers. Long possession for Algona. Back to Helmers, right wing, drives in, double team, bounce pass, Wartick, layup off glass, rims around and in. 2-0 Bulldogs and a layup by Wartick.
Yeah, nice job by Helmers of spotting Wartick inside.
We played 2 minutes, it's 2-0 Bulldogs. Webster City the other way, left to right. In their road purples, right block, Tassler passes to a cutting Eklund, shot blocked, taken away by Algona. Wegner, right wing, spins into the paint, right block, off the glass, he finishes. 4-0 Bulldogs.
Yeah, pretty spin move there on the right side by Wyatt Wagner. Nice job of using the glass.
It's a 4-0 run after about 2 minutes of scoreless basketball here. Left wing for Webster City is Newroth. Drives, spins, picks up his dribble, bounce pass. Left elbow for Olsen, poked away. Picks it back up, now to Tassler, right wing. Hands it off, Olsen then sets a screen, passes back up top, Doring, right wing, and a deep two-jumper now. Rims running out for Tassler. We have a fight for the rebound and a foul called down low on Caleb Helmers. Inside position for Webster City, and that time by Olsen.
Called on Caleb Helmers.
First foul on the team.
Excuse me, should note that previous possession, the block was Jason Cecil. Big reach, swatted that ball out of bounds.
And long arms. Right wing, three off the inbound for Eklund. Misses off the iron, but the Bulldogs can't quite grab the rebound. Out of bounds off of Helmers. It'll stay with Webster City.
Helmers went up high for that rebound, just couldn't quite get a grasp on it. Glanced out of bounds.
So it stays with the Lynx. Bulldogs though leading 4-0. Pass inside now, out left wing. Pump faking is Newroth. Shovel pass right corner. Now to the right wing for Tassler. Off a screen, Newroth. Bounce pass to a rolling Tassler. Shot might have been blocked way off. Long rebound taken by Nelson in motion. Algona drives in. It's Nelson out of the free throw line for Cecil. Cecil drive shot might have been blocked. Offensive board. Wartick put back in and the foul.
Yeah, good job that time by Wartick. Staying right there. Picked up the loose ball and is going to get a chance at a three-point play here. Nice strong putback with a couple of defenders hanging on him.
First foul on Doring, first for Webster City. How about Wartick? 4 points, maybe 5 here from the line. Free throw rims running out, so 4 points. He had no points last time on Tuesday for Algona. Already 4 here tonight. 6-0 Algona. Webster City off the missed free throw has the rebound. Right wing is Newroth, behind the back dribble, drives in against Cecil high, a layup misses, it spits around and out. Long rebound on the floor, taken by Algona and Nelson. Nelson hands it off, left wing for Wegner. Back up top, Nelson, who made 5 3-pointers last time out. Nelson now drives in, crossover might have been blocked. The shot, rebound tapped around, tracked down by Wartick, still on the floor, dive for it, taken by Webster City finally in the crowd from the seat of his pants. Newroth passes it out. Right wing, Doring drives in, wild layup, misses, too strong, good defense by Wartick. Sees to the rebound and he pushes the tempo. Crossover, bounce pass, wide open. Helmers down low, finishes off the glass with ease. 8-0 Algona. Timeout Webster City.
Well, the Bulldogs just playing exceptional defense so far. Webster City trying to get into transition, run a little bit, and attack the basket. And Bulldogs have been adjusting very well, not letting the Lynx get off very many good shots. Right now, the Lynx have missed their first 9 attempts from the field against the Bulldog defense down there. And that last basket for Algona, super job by Jason Cecil. He spotted Helmers alone on the left side, several steps above the key. Just took a couple dribbles, nice bounce pass on a look away, and had the easy bucket for Helmers.
Well, we talked to Nolan McLaughlin often about the team's offensive struggles at times this year, and he's always said the key is getting out in transition. We're seeing that so far tonight.
Yes, we are.
And it's been working. 8 points for the Bulldogs, all of them down low. Out of the timeout, Webster City basketball. Right wing is Doring. Doring looking right, throws it to the top part of the key now, head faking a 3. Newroff, he drives in left side, a layup over Nelson. That's actually Nick Brown in the game as it falls. First couple of points for the Lynx on a layup by Carter Newroff. 8-2 Bulldogs still in front. We've played about 4.5. We have 3.5 to go in the first quarter. Left side for Algona is Helmers. Helmers to Cecil. Left block, double team, spins, bounce pass back out left wing for Wegner, who drives in. Double team passes to Cecil, and an easy finish off the glass after one dribble. Nice move by Cecil down low.
Yeah, nice elevation too. Got that shot way up by the rim.
Now 10-2 Bulldogs. Links the other way, left wing is Olsen. Olsen a crossover, hands off behind him to Doring. Doring then passes underneath to Jamin Stewart, who finishes off the glass. A nice move down low for Stewart. It's 10-4.
Yeah, both teams really content to go down and pound the ball inside. So not any outside, or excuse me, 2 3-point shots by Webster City so far tonight. That's it.
And have fallen. Now going the other way, pass from Cecil to the perimeter, stolen away by Newroff. Newroff passes left side to Olsen. Olsen has in the left corner, passes down low to a cutting Doring. Layup miss, might have been blocked, but a foul, and a couple of free throws now coming up for Webster City.
Personal foul.
Similar effort by the Lynx, what we saw by St. Edmund and their game up here. Really run a lot of action, a lot of high picks, people down the lane trying to hit cutters to the basket.
That foul is on Helmers, his second, so he will check out. In for him is Elliot Birkland. I also mentioned Nick Brown was in a little bit ago for Algona. He replaced Wartik a couple of minutes ago. One more free throw for Doring. That one rims around and in, so he goes 2 of 2 from the stripe. It's now 10-6 and a 6-2 Webster City run out of their timeout. They have a sub as well as Ty McKinney, the freshman, checks in, replacing the free throw shooter Doring. 10-6, Bulldogs in front, 2:20 to go in the first quarter. You're listening here on Hometown Radio. Cecil right wing for Algona. Passes right side for Birkland. Now Birkland to Cecil, left corner. Hesitates, skip pass right wing to Nelson. Nelson thought about a 3 for a moment, calls for a screen, gets it in the right corner now, bounce pass right elbow. Out up top now to Wegner. Wegner pump fakes a 3, drives, spins right in the paint, floating layup, falls again for Wegner.
Yeah, tough shot. Well defended, really, but nice move by Wyatt Wagner. Nice elevation.
12-6 now, Algona, as McKinney goes the other way, drives into the paint, passes left corner, floating push shot by Olsen, misses short. Rebound Brown. Nice move by McKinney, but they couldn't finish the layup down low. All the way goes Algona, ball poked away from Wegner, a steal. Up the floor, Newroth, right side, let the defender fly by, and finishes with a right-handed finger roll.
Couple of baskets off turnovers for the Lynx, keeping them close.
Now 4 for Newroth. 12-8, Algona in front, 1:20 here in the first. Right wing, Nelson. Against this man-to-man look here for the Lynx. Nelson still up top, passes right wing for Cecil. Cecil along the perimeter, passes right wing Birkland. Algona patiently here this possession with 1:05 to go in the first quarter, leading by 4. Nelson off a screen, steps back, deep three-pointer, It's on net.
That's really big for Noah Nelson to be hot from outside the arc with Blake perhaps limited in playing time.
Nelson was 5 of 9 from downtown on Tuesday. 15-8 Algona in the paint. The Lynx pass out left corner for Olsen, who drives. Pass out to the right wing now for Newroth. And he steps back out deep three-point line. Passes back to the top of the key for McKinney. 35 seconds in the first. Algona by 7. McKinney guarded by Birkland. Near half court at 30. Hands off behind him to Newroth. Newroth with 4 in the quarter. Drives in left side. Passes left wing for Eklund. Now at 20, right wing McKinney. McKinney looking middle. Dribbles back out near half court. Deep right wing at 15. Holding here for a final shot are the Lynx, it looks like. Newroth. Left wing at 10. Crossover on Cecil. Drives.
Nice
Bounce
pass.
down low. Layup block. Offense. The board on the floor still. Taken by Webster City and a wild shot. Misses. Tap at the buzzer. No. And that does it for the first quarter. Great effort both sides. The 7-point Bulldog lead 15-8 after 8 minutes. Second quarter is next after this on Hometown Radio, KLGA.
Algona 15.
Welcome back to Algona High School on to quarter number 2. After 1, the Algona Bulldogs lead 15-8 over Webster City. But the Webster City Lynx do have the ball to begin here in quarter number 2. Up top, Newroth passes right wing to Doring. Doring looking, passes back to the top of the key, back to Newroth. Off a screen, Newroth dribbles and passes right corner. That's Olsen back up top to Newroth. Newroth back to the right wing now. Olsen off a screen. Pump fakes right elbow. Needs some help. Hands it out behind him. Back to Newroth. Newroth driving. Right-handed floating layup over Cecil. Falls in. Nice move by Newroth. Now 15-10 Algona.
Really likes going with his left hand. See if the Bulldogs turn him around.
They finish there over the much taller Cecil. Up top for Algona, Brooklyn. On the floor with Cecil, Wartick, Nelson, and Mansky. Sophomore getting some second quarter minutes here for the Bulldogs. Berkeland, right wing to Mansky now up top. Had a nice game last time out on Tuesday. Passes to a cutting Nelson left corner. Shot misses on the layup. Rebound to Olsen for Webster City. Hands off Newroth. Newroth in the paint. Shot rejected by Wartick. As Newroth had a Euro step against down low. That was Mansky, but could not get around Wartick, who swatted that ball out of bounds.
Bulldogs done a nice job defensively recovering inside. I think that was the 4th block perhaps already tonight.
Webster City will inbound now out of that block. They get it into the top part of the key to Eklund's back in the game. Now right wing is Doring, passes to a cutting Eklund, pump fakes down low, passes out to McKinney left wing. He pump fakes and drives in, floating layup over Mansky, in and out, and Mansky back for the rebound for Algona. He leads the break himself. Across half court, right wing, crossover, passes left side, triple for Nelson, rattles home.
Boy, I like to get the ball to a hot shooter, and Noah Nelson really shooting with confidence. Nice stroke on the ball.
18-10 Algona. Right corner for Webster City is Eklund. Pass back to the top of the key, Newroth. Newroth off a screen, bounce pass down low for Tassler, who was open. They say the ball was deflected off of an Algona Bulldog knee. The Bulldogs walking in the other way did not see it, and it's going to stay with Webster City.
Yep, I did not see that one myself. Bounce pass was clearly long. I don't know if it was long because it was deflected or not. But
you may never know.
You may never know.
Inbounds to Webster City. Up top is McKinney. Left wing drives, picks up his dribble, passes out to the right wing for Newroth. Newroth out of the top of the key for Eklund. Eklund back to Newroth, guarded by Wegner back in the game for the Bulldogs. Giving a rest to Cecil. Right side McKinney, jump step in the right corner, pass back towards the top of the key to Newroth. Newroth by Wegner, guarding him, passes left corner, and a three-pointer for Doring on net. Doring's first field goal, he's got 5 points, and it's a 5-point Algona lead. Mansky drives, spins it in the paint, layup in traffic, too strong, long rebound, tap down to Algona and Wegner. Wegner underneath, back to Mansky, pump fake, layup too strong, it's an air ball, and rebound at Webster City and Tassler. Tassler to Doring, left wing, down top of the key, Newroth takes, no, passes down low for Tassler, left block, spins, baseline, pump fake, layup, blocked by Wartic, and he has the rebound as well.
I'll tell you what, the Bulldogs are active down there, getting up high for the blocks.
Wartic not allowing anything down low right now in this first half. Bulldogs by 5, 5-10 in the first half. Wegner right wing, deep three, that one falls.
Bulldogs 3 of 3 from outside the arc.
Wegner 1 and Nelson with 2. 21-13 Bulldogs. Doring, left wing, guarded by Berkland. Out of the top part of the key for Eklund. Eklund, left side, driving in. Newroth, shot blocked again by Wartic. Rebound to Wegner. And a couple of players there knotted up. Pass to goes for Algona, though, as Wegner pushes the tempo, drops it off underneath. Layup up and in for Mansky. 2 more for the Bulldogs. They lead by 10 and a full timeout, Webster City. 4:40 in the first half. Bulldogs lead by 10. What looks like Wartic is frustrating the Lynx down low after that block. There was a bit of extracurriculars going on down there. A couple of players tangle up when they fall to the floor. And the Bulldogs take advantage of kind of the confusion and finish a layup down low.
Well, the Lynx have had some tough breaks, really. They've gotten some decent shots. They've rattled around and come out. But Newroth, really a quick player. Wyatt Wagner, guarding him in the last couple of possessions, has denied him the lane. He kicked it out in the corner. They hit a 3 on one possession, but that one, he went right into Wartic, and Wartic just swatted the ball away and recovered it himself, and I think a little frustration there. They got locked up just a little bit, and Newroth was trying to do a little arm wrestling there, but no harm.
I'll have to look at the official stats after the game, Greg, but I got to imagine Wartic has something like 6 blocks already here in this first half.
Yeah, Cecil has had a couple. Wartic has had several. But again, this way the Lynx are playing. The Lynx are trying to hammer it inside on drives, and they're a little bit smaller. And those big arms of Wartic and Cecil
Out of the timeout. Pardon me, out of the timeout, it's Webster City basketball. Another block down low as Olsen drives, and the shot was blocked from behind by Mansky. As you mentioned, the ball then caromed out of bounds. It was, though, apparently off of Algona. It'll stay with Webster City. So Olsen will inbounds, under his basket, throws it up top, last second gasp, and you get it in up top to Doring. Nice leaping grab. Back to Olsen, deep right wing. Bulldogs by 10, 4.5 in the first half. Up top, Doring off a screen, takes a deep 2 jumper. That one's perfect. Nice looking shot by Doring. He's got 7.
Don't see a lot of the mid-range jumpers taken anywhere in basketball.
Transition, Algona a 3-pointer. It's an air ball for Nelson. Almost an offensive board, though, for Mansky, but on the baseline as he made contact with that basketball. So the ball will go back to Webster City. By the way, Brown back in for Algona, giving a rest to Wyatt Wegner. Wegner with 7. Made a 3-pointer here in the second quarter. Bulldogs by 8, 4 to go in the first half. Left wing Doring, now left corner. Olsen back to Doring, left wing. 7 points here in the first half for Doring off a screen. He drives, passes right corner, Tassler. Tassler waiting and gives it back behind him to Doring. Off a screen, Doring drives, layup blocked again by Wartic, out of bounds off him. It'll stay with Webster City. Well, there were a couple hands up there. I think that one was Wartic, but Bulldogs everywhere around the basketball. Now Wagner checks back in. He's replacing Brown. A few seconds, a rest for Algona and Wegner. Off the block, Webster City inbounds, and then the pass cross court by Doring sails through everyone's hands and goes into the Algona student section, a turnover.
Really pretty clean game played by both teams. Unofficial stats, only the second turnover of the Lynx. Bulldogs have only 2 also.
And only 3 combined fouls as well. 2 on Algona, 1 on Webster City so far in the first half. We have 3:30 to go in this first half. Bulldogs lead by 8. Mansky right wing, checking the clock. Now passes at the top of the key to Wegner. Wegner a crossover into the paint, left side, layup, rims out, but a foul and 2 free throws.
Again, not many players have the athleticism of Wyatt Wagner. Really, defenders in good position there, but he's so quick and can get through very small openings there.
Second team foul.
collects the foul.
Yeah, fouls on Olsen, his first. Free throw rattles in for Wegner. Kind of, I think, play like that is where his natural ability as a football player kind of takes over, because once he picks up that dribble, does that little jump stop and takes a step after that, he kind of just running through a hole at the offensive line there, putting the ball in his belly and taking the contact and trying to finish off the glass.
We saw him do that a few times in the fall.
Just a few. One more for Wegner. That one falls as well. Also, of course, recently, Wegner committing to play football at the University of Iowa. So congratulations to Wyatt there. Bulldogs back in front by 10, 3:05 here in the first half. Right corner, Olsen, passes top of the key, Newroth. Now hands it off behind him to Olsen. Olsen, a fading 5-foot jumper, short rebound, Nelson, who pushes the tempo for the Bulldogs. Nelson to Cecil, right wing, drives in, pass out left corner. Mancy catch and shoot, triple. Too strong, high rebound taken by Newroth for Webster City, who lost the ball but picks it back up. On the floor, pass left side, almost stolen away by Nelson. If he did steal, he would have been out of bounds because he was running so fast down the floor, but knocked it away anyways.
Yeah, nice job by Mansky here. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Inbounds pass, Newroth, skip pass right wing for, pardon me, that was Doring to Newroth. Now right block, down low, pass into Eklund. Eklund, nice pump fake, then layup off last falls, down low. Nice move by Tavis Eklund, his first 2 points.
I was going to say, with Mansky coming in the ball game, showing a lot of confidence in his shot. Being aggressive, he's hit one.
Bulldogs by 8. 2:15 here in the first half. Mansky right wing. Passes back up top to Wegner on the right side of the floor. Jab step, drive, spins, right block, layup, rims around in as he hits the floor. How did he have the angle to finish that one? Wegner now with 11 to lead all scores. Bulldogs back in front by 10, 2 to go in the first half. Top of the key, Eklund. Now right wing, Newroth. Off a screen. Newroth drives in, passes left corner. Olsen pump fakes a 3, drives past Wegner. Lost the ball, picks it back up, and called for, he finished the layup, and they're counting with the foul.
Personal foul called on Jason Cecil.
Continuation, I guess you call that.
I thought he lost the ball on the foul, then picked it back up and finished the layup. They call another foul down low on Cecil, and they're giving the bucket to Olsen, his first couple of points. The free throw, though, rattles out. Again, the foul to Cecil, his first. Algona's third this half. So back to an 8-point Bulldog lead. 1:40 to go in the first half as a Wegner drives in. Pump fake down low. Shot misses. Offensive board tap by Wartick to Mansky. 5-foot fading shot misses. And a big rebound by Olsen for the Lynx. He pushes the tempo right into Wartick. Hands it off back to a trailer. Layup by Stewart. Misses, but a foul and a couple of free throws.
That was one of the few times that they've taken the ball in the basket and Wartick caught arm. Otherwise, he's been really good about being on the ball.
Well, all of the effort and the impact down low in this game, really both ways. It's incredible you don't have more fouls.
Yes, it is.
And that's only the first foul on Wartick, despite all of his contests and his clean blocks down low tonight. 1 on Wartick, 4 on Algona, 2 on the Lynx. First free throw missed, though, for Stewart. Second one falls. Bulldog lead is 7 with 1:25 to go in the first half. Nelson across half court for Algona. Passes left wing, Cecil. Drives baseline, spins right, fading shot, rims around and in. Nice move by Cecil. Bulldogs by 9.
Soft touch by Cecil that time. Really paid off.
1:05 in the first half. Newroth off a screen. Drives in, passes left corner, gets it past Wegner somehow. Doring now to the top of the key to the freshman McKinney. McKinney on the sophomore, that's Mansky now left wing. Back to Newroth. Newroth crossed over, passes right corner. McKinney pump fakes a 3, now a mid-range jumper. Right wing falls. Lots of coach's son there. McKinney looks like a coach's son, you can tell.
Yep.
Nice looking jumper.
Yeah, that was a nice one. Go up straight with the shot. Nice follow through the hand. Bulldogs probably going to run the clock out now like they typically do when they get it at 45 seconds or less.
Yeah, 30 seconds to go here in the half. Bulldogs by 7. Near half court, in fact, ending on the Bulldog logo is Cecil. Waiting patiently. Now at 20 seconds, passes deep right wing, Wegner. Wegner waiting. No one's near him, doesn't have to pass it away or get away from the defense. Now at 10, he begins the offense, hands off Cecil up top. At 7, Sees a double screen right, uses it, bounce pass corner, Mansky got 3, step back 3, and he hits it. Mansky to beat the buzzer, the sophomore, as you mentioned during the first half here, Greg, showing some confidence, makes a step back 3 to beat the halftime buzzer. Bulldogs lead by 10. A nice way to end the half for the sophomore and the Bulldogs as a whole. They lead by 10 here at the break, and what was really a fast-paced and a fun first half of action here at Algona.
Boy, it was, and yeah, like we're talking about.
Number of different players, also 3 from Jamin Stewart. We'll take a 2-minute break here with you on Hometown Radio KLG. Again, a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll talk more about the first half. Half number 2 is also on the way after this 2-minute break right here on Hometown Radio KLGA. Welcome back to Algona High School. It's a 10-point Bulldog lead here at the halftime break, 32-22. Algona out in front of Webster City. Mark Randy and Greg Stewart with you here on Hometown Radio KLGA. Thanks to Mike Vandy back in our Hometown Radio studios. Also, you might be watching and listening on the Algona High School video stream. Thanks to all those for getting us up on the web as well. Again, at the half, it is a 32-22 lead for the Algona Bulldogs. Again, 11 from Wyatt Wegner here at the half, 6 from Noah Nelson, 5 from Tyler Mansky, 4 from both James Wartick and Jason Cecil. They go with a couple from Caleb Helmers. Webster City, 7 from Drake Doring, 6 from Carter Newroth, 3 from Jamin Stewart, 2 from Ty McKinney, Tavis Eklund, Tyler Olson as well for the Webster City Lynx. We talked about a little bit earlier, Greg, just a very well played first half on both sides of the floor for Algona. We talked about all the blocks down low. I think offensive execution has been very good for the Bulldogs. Getting out in transition, they're sharing the ball really well. They're taking some outside shots, making a lot of them, which is obviously important, but not forcing or jacking up too many shots from outside. This has been a very patient at times, but a well thought out Algona attack on the offensive side tonight.
Yes, absolutely.
I haven't turned your mic on. I forgot about that.
Yeah, absolutely it has been. Bulldogs have played really well defensively. The help defense inside has been outstanding, but I think offensively, Bulldogs just exceptionally efficient on offense tonight. You mentioned the three-point shots and not forcing anything, certainly not. Made 4 out of 6, and the only 2 misses they had from outside the arc, one was Noah Nelson in transition, had a great look at the basket. I think you want Noah to take that shot. It just happened to be off. And then the other one was Tyler Mansky, shortly off the bench, but he was open on a pass to the corner on the near side here and put it off, and it glanced off the rim. Otherwise, Bulldogs made their other 4 opportunities from outside the arc, and outside of that, it was everything inside, right down inside the basket there, and Bulldogs very, very patient, but everything deep in the lane for the Bulldogs, aside from those 3-point shots. And Webster City's been trying the same thing, like I say, repeatedly driving in the basket and or cutting to the basket and trying to get a bounce pass in. And we don't have the block stats, but the inside help defense has been outstanding by Wartick especially, and Cecil down low, really making it difficult on the Lynx to get up a clean shot, and quite often it's ended up on the mat out of bounds because it's been swatted that way by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, again, you don't have those stats. I would imagine the Bulldogs approaching double-digit blocks, somewhere around 8, maybe 9 blocks in the first half, and a majority of those are by their post down low, James Wartick. You were talking, though, about the offense, kind of the shot selection, the shot charts, kind of the way that the game of basketball is moving these days. You have the 3-point attempts, and you have everything else within 10 feet, maybe even closer, 5 feet of the rim. You talked a little bit on a shot by the Lynx in that first half. The mid-range, they hit a couple of mid-range shots in that first half. That has completely disappeared from higher levels of basketball, really. It's still prevalent in some of the lower levels, but we're seeing even basketball change even down to the high school level. I think the Bulldogs shot chart is the perfect example of that in the first half.
Yeah, it is. Folks at home, we understand, can't see this, but but again, it's been the 6 3-point attempts for Algona. Everything else has been inside the lane and deep, close to the basket. So Bulldogs are doing an outstanding job, and you're exactly right, Mark. The Lynx have been trying to get inside. Had one kick-out 3 that they got there in the second quarter. But otherwise, all their shots in tight, except they did hit 2 mid-range jumpers there late, Doring with one and then McKinney with the second one. And that is, and they were both nice-looking shots. Yeah. A part of the game that you don't see a lot.
Certainly.
Talked about Mansky again, and the depth and the importance, especially when you have injuries. The Bulldogs had Helmers, Brown, and Berkland regularly mixing into this varsity. Mansky, kind of a late comer here late in the season, but I'm just really excited about the level of confidence I see in him on the floor in his shot. He could be a big part here. Might note, too, that Colin Blake on the bench, quite a ways down the bench, so I'm guessing Colin's probably not going to enter this game tonight.
And I wasn't here for the game on Tuesday as the Bulldogs take the floor and the ball is inbound here to be in the second half. I was out sick on Tuesday, but Brian filled in. He told me that Cecil was also dressed for that game on Tuesday and did not play. So would not be surprised, again, if he's dressed again, but does not play here tonight. Second half underway here at Algona. Up top for the Bulldogs is Cecil. Again, Algona leading by 10 points. 7.5 here in the third quarter, just underway. Wagner left side, the ball poked away, and it was on the floor, taken by Webster City and Olsen. Olsen 1-on-3 break, passes right corner, Newroth. Newroth passes back up top to Olsen. Olsen crossover, step back, free throw line jumper, short rebound, tapped out to the left wing for Doring. Offensive rebound for Webster City. Good effort down low by Tassler. Doring, left wing, off a screen, drives in, bounce pass down low, poked away, caroms out right wing to Webster City and Eklund. Eklund back to the corner, now top of the key, Doring. Cycle to left wing and a pump fake for Newroth. Newroth off a screen, drives left, and ball was ripped away by Wagner, who's off to the races. 2-on-1, Wagner right on the defense, layup, rims in, and the foul.
Wow.
Well, Wagner just ripped that ball away on one end and raced down the floor, beat everyone down, and finished with the body contact and got the layup to fall.
Now, I would assume that Wyatt had a few defensive backs trying to grab the football out of his arms, just like he just ripped it away.
The free throw does fall for Wagner. He now has 14 to lead all scorers. Bulldogs lead is 13, their largest tonight. 6:50 here in the third quarter. What a move that was by Wyatt Wagner, my goodness. Right wing, Olsen double teamed up top and ball poked away, then kicked by Wagner. Gonna stay with the Lynx.
Good double team up top there on Olsen.
Lynx inbound near half court, right side of the floor. Goes the top to Newroth. Guarded by Cecil. Bulldogs playing man here. Open up the second half. Pass inside. Now skip to the top of the key. Newroth passes back left corner. Doring skipped up top. Back to Newroth. Newroth guarded by Cecil. Hands off behind him to Olsen. Checked by Wegner. Olsen left corner. Newroth. Thought about a three. Double team comes to picks up his dribble. Bounce pass to Tasker. Double team in the left corner. Needs some help. Splits it. Drives and passes up top. And they reset with Newroth at the top of the key.
Bulldogs really causing trouble with that double teaming defense right now.
Olsen now free throw line. Drives right side. A right block. Pump fake. Shot misses over Cecil. Rebound to Wartick, who hands off to Cecil. Bounce pass left wing. Three in transition for Nelson. Good again. Nelson, 3 buckets. They're all from 3. And Bulldogs now lead by 16 points. 2 minutes into this third quarter. Driving in is Olsen. Nice 5-foot bunny, and it falls. Off the wraparound of the ball handler on the handoff. Nice move down low. He's got 4 points. Lead is now 14. Cecil slowly across half court for Algona. Has it right wing. Pass it into the block. Right side for Wagner. Double team. Shoots over it anyways and finishes off the glass.
He was double teamed, but sensed the defense a little high and turned toward the baseline. Got a nice bounce.
Just leapt over him. Same play here for Webster City. The shot, though, this time misses short. That was kind of the wraparound off the handoff, but Olsen's jumper missed, but an offensive rebound for Webster City. Now pass up top and a triple for Newroth. Too strong off back iron. Rebound tapped into the hands of Olsen. Down low, Tassler could not squeeze the ball. A turnover taken by Algona and Wartick. Nelson, right wing. Helmers in the corner. Fakes a pass left and now gets some help in the right corner with Wartick. Gives it right back to Helmers. Helmers. Nelson left wing. 3 made threes here in the ball game. 1 last couple possessions. Wegner. It's the play call from his head coach that resets up top. Left elbow Wartick. Bounce pass to Cecil on the right block, and he's fouled on the catch. He had inside position. Nothing that Webster City could do but foul him. And that grab was on Doring, his second. Second team foul on Webster City this half. None on Algona. Bulldogs inbound under their own basket, leading by 16 points. 4.5 in the third. Inbounds Nelson in right wing. Thought about a 3 and hands off behind him to Helmers. Pass along the perimeter, right side to Wegner. Cecil, short corner, drives, nice. Baseline, right side, layup, rims out, but a hard foul as 3 defenders collapsed on him. He got past the first with a nice move to the right and earns a couple of free throws.
Yeah, I really like that move by Jason Cecil. A little head fake, ball fake, and took it quick to the baseline side.
Suddenly, 2 quick fouls on Doring, and now has 3. And the foul or the free throw does fall for Cecil. He now has 5. And Doring checks out. Jamian Stewart is in for him. Also, Mansky back in for Algona, replacing Wartick, the first sub for Algona this half. 4:22 to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs 41, Webster City, the Lynx 24. Next free throw straight through for Cecil, who's got 6 points. The Bulldog lead is 18, their largest tonight. It's been a good second half so far for the Bulldogs. 10-2 the run here to open up the quarter. Right corner, McKinney drives baseline, passes left corner. Driving in now is LeSeward into the game for the first time. Back to McKinney, left side free throw line jumper off the screen, too strong. One-handed rebound by Helmers for Algona. And he leads the break the other way. Right wing, up top to Wegner. Wegner, checked by Olsen, drives into the paint. He's fouled hard and earns a couple of free throws. Wegner in a bit of pain as he collapses to the floor, but he gets helped up. As he was kind of sandwiched between a couple of Lynx players, but he's checking his left leg, it looks like. He's up and okay, but not too comfortable right now.
Right. Well, again, you can see the right side of the lane and just tell what Wyatt was thinking, because there was an opening probably about 3-4 foot wide.
First free throw straight through for Wegner, who has 17.
Which is big for Wyatt Wagner.
Yes.
So it was not surprising he took off, but boy, they really collapsed on him. He got hooked on the arm and hit bodied up from behind.
Second free throw good as well for Wegner. 18 now for the Algona senior. That foul, by the way, was on LeSeward, his first. 4 this half on Webster City, none on Algona. 3:45 in the third. Bulldogs now by 20. Top of the key for Webster City is LeSeward. Now left wing, Newroth. Newroth ignores the screen, drives baseline, bounce pass down low, layup off glass.
Oh my goodness.
Round and out for LeSeward. Offensive board though Put back up and in for Stewart. He's got 5. The lead is now 18.
I was going to say, I can't imagine how that ball didn't go down the first time, but they picked up the garbage, put it back in. 4 offensive boards for the Lynx here in this quarter. Working hard down there.
They have 4 points and 4 offensive rebounds in the quarter alone. Up top is Wegner, spins into the paint, hands it off. Cecil right side, a layup blocked from behind, but a foul and 2 free throws. Well, now we see Wegner, when the defense collapsed on him, just dropping it off to a teammate down low. Nice look from the senior to Cecil.
Absolutely, because the things Wyatt Wagner does in the lane are going to draw multiple defenders, and did a nice job of seeing that and bounce passing to Cecil.
First free throw for Cecil falls. Another thing the Bulldogs doing well here tonight, Greg, is free throw line.
Yeah, they've made 6 in a row here this quarter, and now 8 of 9 for the game.
Very efficient all the way around for Algona. Now make it 9 of 10 as the second falls through for Cecil. He's made all 4 of his attempts this quarter. The Bulldogs lead by 20 again, 3 to go in the third quarter. Give and go down low for McKinney. Nice drop-off pass. Shot, though, blocked by, that was Mansky. Rebound then tipped out of bounds off of Algona. It'll stay with Webster City. Another block, though, for the Bulldogs. That one of the sophomore Mansky down low.
Yeah, beautiful pass back into Stir, but Mansky got on the ball.
Off the inbounds pass. Nice move by Webster City. Pass down low from, that was Olsen into the paint to Stewart, who finishes with a pump fake. He now has 7. The lead is 18. Bulldogs back the other way. In this North Central Conference matchup, up top, Wagner spins, passes out right wing, triples off the left, no good for Birkeland. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Webster City. Headed an extra possession down low to Mansky. Didn't get the rebound, but tapped that out of bounds off the Lynx. And he will now be replaced. Back in the game as Wartic for Algona. So Wagner inbounds for the Bulldogs. Needs some help, throws over the top of the defense, tapped away and stolen by Webster City. Up the floor, pass goes, Stewart, pump fakes, layup, rims, around and out. Rebound and Wartic for Algona.
Aye.
Couldn't quite finish the transition opportunity. Algona the other way. Cecil up top, hands it off to Wagner, behind him. Wagner crossover, in the paint, left block, passes to Cecil, left side, layup blocked away, taken by McKinney. McKinney's pass taken, almost stolen, but blocked right back into McKinney's hands. Webster City the other way. Pass down low from Doring into the paint, right side to Olsen, and he was fouled on the catch. That one's on Wagner, his first. And Webster City will inbound now on the right side of the floor. 2 to go in the third, Bulldogs by 20. Newroth. Up top, McKinney, right wing Olsen. Off a screen, Doring. Guarded now by Nelson, and we have a blocking foul call as Nelson got in the path. Time of McKinney called for his first foul. I'll go to second.
Very close because Nelson, very quick, got over there in the driving lane, cut him off, but official thought still a little bit of movement.
So no fouls the first 6 minutes on Algona this quarter, but 2 in the last 9 seconds. Inbounds for the Lynx. Up top, McKinney. Guarded now by Birkeland. Pass goes inside on the pick and roll to Stewart, and Stewart off a pump fake. Nice hesitation move, finishes off the glass.
Coach McKinney had been up 2 possessions ago, kind of campaigning with the officials for some more whistles. At that time, Bulldogs had no fouls.
16-point Bulldog lead as Cecil drives into the paint, right side, pump fake, and the layup misses. Got a hard foul and a couple of free throws. Nice move again down low by the Bulldogs at Jason Cecil.
Yeah, Jason Cecil's had some nice drives tonight in the basket, changing directions, a little ball fake again there. Got the defender off balance.
First free throw rattles in and out. Foul, by the way, on Eklund, his second. Couple of subs for Algona. Brown back in the game. Helmer is back in the game. Giving a rest to Nelson and Wagner. Also, Birkeland came in a moment ago for Mansky.
Yeah, missed free throw by Cecil. Broke a string of 9 straight makes for the Bulldogs.
They were 9 of 10. Second free throw.
Missed the first one of the game and then 9 straight.
Second one does fall. Cecil now with 9. 5 of them this quarter, all on free throws. Other way, Webster City, a transition 3. Right wing for Eklund, short. Barely takes time, but the rebound out of bounds off Algona. So the Lynx inbound under their own basket. Trailing by 17, 1:19 of the third. Into Stewart, now past top of the key for Doring. Doring drives in, pass up top, deflected, tracked down though by Olsen, right elbow. Pump fake, shot blocked from behind by Cecil, offensive board, then pass inside to Stewart. Pump fake again, and then fouled by Wartic. The Lynx using those pump fakes very often here down low, getting the Bulldogs off their feet and drawing some fouls now.
Well, that's what you want to do with that ball fake, get the defender up in the air if you can. They've done a nice job of passing on the inside as well.
Certainly have. First free throw misses short, though, for Stewart. By the way, now right back in the ball game, Nelson and Wegner for Algona. Birkeland and Cecil will check out. 47-30, Algona leads, 1:05 in the third. Bulldogs have really led this game from the jump. Playing really good basketball right now. Next free throw rims around and in for Stewart, who will now check out. In for him is Will Tassler. 1'6'3" senior for another. Bulldogs lead is now 16 with 1 to go in the third. Helmers to Wegner, deep right wing. Thought about a three. Drives into the paint and dribbles back out, hands it off to Helmers. Helmers, left elbow, left corner, now back to the top of the key for Wegner. 45 seconds in the third. Will the Bulldogs hold here for a final shot? Looks like they might. 40 seconds to go. Wegner near half court. At 35, has to break the 5-second closely guarded and does. Now does it again. Up top, lost the ball on the floor. Fight for it, taken by Wegner, and a timeout by Algona. 25.9 to go. The Bulldogs call a timeout as they barely save a possession. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here with you on Hometown Radio. But almost a disaster for the Bulldogs at the end of the third.
Yeah, Tyler Olsen staying low on the dribble there, and Wyatt Wagner puts the ball down in front of him on the dribble and just caught a finger. I think Olsen got a finger on the ball and knocked it loose, and a wild scramble. Nice job by Wyatt Wagner staying with it. Dove on the floor, and nice job by Coach McLaughlin. As soon as he saw Wagner had it, laying on the floor, and other players coming flying in, he called a timeout and saved the possession for Algona.
Still got that quickness in those legs, Noah McLaughlin. He leapt off the bench, got into the face of the officials. Timeout, timeout.
And he's walking okay, so I don't think he pulled anything either.
25 seconds in the third out of the timeout. It's Algona ball. See if they hold here for a final shot. Very likely they at least get it close to a final shot. Helmers up top at 13. Wegner now at 10 right wing. Passes up top to Nelson. Nelson off a screen at 7. Pass up top almost stolen. Wegner has it at 3. Up top passes Nelson right wing at 1. And a shot blocked at the buzzer. That'll do it for the third. Bulldogs by 16, 47-31. Fourth quarter is next on Hometown Radio, KLGA.
Score after the third quarter, Webster City 31, Algona 47.
Welcome back to Algona High School. Quarter 4 begins right now. Bulldogs lead by 16 points. Webster City in possession first. Pass over the top of the defense down low. Doring towards Olsen is tipped out of bounds off Algona. It'll stay with the Lynx as they inbound under their own basket. Olsen to the top of the key for Newroth. Newroth guarded by Cecil. Hands off right wing to Eklund. Eklund, a mid-range jumper, misses off for a 9. A rebound to Algona, that time taken by Mansky. Bulldogs the other way. Cecil in the paint, calling for an offensive foul. I think he used that, calling a charge, used that arm and kind of pushed off, and the defender fell backwards. That was
offensive foul.
that was Doring who was defending, drawing that charge.
Yeah, Coach McLaughlin debating that call, but Cecil certainly caught him with the shoulder.
Probably a good call.
Oh, there we got an illegal screen.
An illegal screen, yeah. So dueling offensive turnovers, offensive fouls and turnovers. That one goes against Olson, his second. So Bulldogs get the ball right back here to open up the fourth, leading by 16 points. After very well played first three quarters, kind of a strange way to open up the fourth. Bulldogs, though, still in control, leading by 16 points. Right corner, Nelson. And a Wegner right wing drives into the paint. Nice jump stop and layup off the glass from the left side. It falls.
Boy, so quick.
He's got 20 now to lead the Bulldogs and all scorers. Bulldogs now lead by 18. Pass inside to Tassler, deflected away, gets it right back, and pass back to the top of the key. He gets it right back, left block. Cycled back up top to Newroth. Newroth drives and kicks. Left corner three for Doring. Short. Rebound Wegner for Algona. Wegner pushing the tempo. Right wing. Into the paint. Spins. Right block. Fading shot off the glass. Falls again.
Boy, that was a tough shot. Well defended. Just really good vision by Wagner, picking out where he needed to put the ball high off the glass.
I don't know how he banked that in from that angle.
That was
nearly
tough.
Impossible. Right elbow, Olsen passes right corner. Eklund to three, too strong, high off the rim. Rebound tapped around on the floor, taken by Nelson. Around going a good effort as well by Wartick for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs by 20, 6:15 in regulation.
Lost his dribble.
Cecil passes with some help to Wartick, right wing. Now up top to Mansky on the floor with Cecil and Wartick to go with Wegner and Nelson. Mansky, right wing Cecil. Cecil looking right, throws that way Nelson. Nelson, Adamansky, right wing. Jab step, drives, left pass to the left corner. Three blocked off the hands of Nelson. Offensive board though for Mansky. Pass goes back to the top of the key for Wegner, who now calms and slows things down for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs by 20. Wegner drives left side into a crowd. Passes to a cutting Nelson. Now bounce pass down low. Cecil
Nice
layup,
job.
no, but a foul and 2 free throws.
Boy, nice vision by Noah Nelson, cutting in the middle of the lane there. Got the ball. Defender stepped up, and again, a no-look bounce pass off to the right side of the baseline to Cecil. He'll get two.
Kind of a wraparound pass there around the defender with
was.
his right hands. As you mentioned, kind of no look. He saw him cut as he cut and made that leaping catch on the pass from Wegner and knew where he was. Nice wraparound pass for the Algona junior, finding the senior Cecil, who drains the first free throw. Cecil now with 10 points, 6 points from the free throw line. Now 7 as that one falls in. He has 11. The Bulldogs lead by 22, their largest lead tonight. 5:30 in the fourth. Left wing, Newroth. Pass to up top. Doring drives and kicks back to Newroth. Newroth crossover, drives in. Pass down low off that time the chest of the intended target. And the Bulldogs go the other way off the steal. Wegner drives in, shot missed. Gets his own rebound though. Fight for the basketball on the floor, and Wegner called for a foul as he ended up landing on top of Doring, diving for that basketball. Calling for a foul. The ball goes back to the Lynx.
His second, 15.
Well, White doesn't miss many shots. That was really contested down there, and I thought he had the offensive board for a second as well.
Taken though by Doring, who has the ball right wing for Webster City. 5 to go in the fourth quarter. Newroth crossover, hesitation, hands off right corner. Open three for Olsen, line drive, misses. High for the rebound, Nelson for Algona, and against a couple of Lynx down low. Bulldogs in possession, leading by 22. 4:45 in the fourth. Mansky, right wing, hesitation, free throw line. Picks up his dribble, passes out to Wegner, deep right wing. Wegner, jab step left, drives that way. A layup in the lane, misses, and we have an offensive foul called. The charge against Wyatt Wegner on the drive.
Well, there certainly wasn't much room that time, but Wyatt was being played aggressively defensively there, and he decided he was going to take it, challenge the defender.
Kind of put his head down there and called there for that charge. Right wing, Doring has it, takes a three-pointer. It's short off for an iron. Rebound tapped into the hands of Cecil for Algona. The Bulldogs are the other way with 4:15 to go in the fourth, leading by 22. Mansky, right wing. Up top to Wegner. Bulldogs taking some time here this possession. Large lead halfway through the fourth. Pass by Wegner, too tall, but taken by Algona. Now up top, Mansky. Mansky left side, inside is Cecil. Right block, fading layup, and it falls. A line drive off the glass, and somehow it goes through the nylon.
That was a long reach again by Jason Cecil. Get around the defender with his arms.
And he's got 13. Other way, go the Lynx. And we have no whistles. I think players thought there was a whistle, but it might have been a squeak of a shoe. They froze for a second, but Webster City has the basketball, no whistle. Left wing is McKinney. McKinney now a free throw line jumper falls. Kind of a strange possession. Everyone froze, and then the play continued, and McKinney made a nice jumper.
Cecil had slapped down to the ball and knocked it free, and I think some of them assumed there was a whistle there because there was a shoe squeak or something from the crowd, perhaps.
Shot falls, and the Bulldogs lead is back to 22. Cecil free throw line, no look pass backwards behind him towards Nelson. It was a little bit wide and a turnover. Nice idea. But
yes, it was. He saw Nelson cutting, and just that's tough to throw the non-look bounce pass like that at the right spot.
Bulldogs passing has been crisp and very good tonight. That one just good idea. Again, a bit of turnover for the Bulldogs. Ball back to the Lynx. Newroth drives, pass down low to Stewart out of the left corner now. Cycles up top. Doring drives in, ball poked away, but taken though by the Lynx. In the paint, layup by LeSeward is too strong off the backboard, and Algona has the rebound with Helmers. A couple of bodies hit the floor on that rebound. Now Algona the other way in transition. Cecil pass to down low to Berkland, and an easy layup off the glass. Berkland's first two. Bulldogs back in front by 24. Doring, left corner of LeSeward, left open and takes a three. Too strong, rebound, poked free, taken down low, layup misses by Stewart. Gets his own miss, turns and fires again, misses too strong. One more time the offensive rebound, put back, no, out of bounds, off of Stewart. It'll go to Algona.
Wow.
Well, good effort by Stewart down low. I'm sure he's a bit frustrated with himself.
Yeah.
Couldn't finish a couple of point-blank opportunities, but didn't give up down low. Credit him for that.
That was a rebound again that Algona had their hands on first. Maybe one little thing that they can take out of this game to work on.
2:10 here in the fourth. Bulldogs by 24. Nelson up top, pass at right wing. Helmers drives in. We have whistles and away from the ball. An offensive foul called against Algona. That one against Nelson, a moving screen after he handed that one off to Helmers.
Well, Bulldogs had only 4 turnovers in this ball game. They've got 4, 2 of them because of offensive fouls here in this quarter.
Some subs for the Bulldogs. Staying on the floor is Berkland, but also out there, Aaron Waringa, also Garrett Goshi on the floor, Jack Binkin, and Caleb Heidelberg for the Bulldogs. Right wing is Colback, drives in, and it's taken away by Algona.
Got another block for Algona.
Nice work down low for the Bulldogs all game long. Up top is Waringa. Over to the right wing for Heidelberg, getting some nice playing time here. Out of the right wing. Berkland drives in, drops it off to Binkin, and a little bit behind him, wasn't ready for it, taken away by Webster City. Lions in the game as well for the Lynx. Passes the left wing to LeSeward. LeSeward up top, nice jump stop and a layup off the glass falls. LeSeward's first 2 points. The lead is now 22, and the Bulldogs taking a timeout just for some more subs. Kyle Simpson will check in. Trayvon Smith will check in, replacing Binkin and Berkland. These players got some playing time on Tuesday as well in the Bulldogs' blowout win against Clarion. Now some nice minutes here, the final couple here in this one on this Friday night. Up top is Goshi, drives, tries to dump it off, does to Smith. Layup though, misses off the left offensive board, into the hands of Smith. Right block, push shot, misses again. Long rebound tapped, and it's saved by the Lynx, taken away by Algona and Simpson. Left corner to Berkland. Berkland drives in, layup in, up the glass, misses. But a foul from behind and 2 free throws for the senior Caleb Heidelberg.
Nice job, Bulldogs, to stand with it that time. Had a couple of offensive boards and then a takeaway.
Fouls on Trey Lyons. His first. Heidelberg's free throw just rims out. 55.3 seconds to go here in the fourth. Bulldogs by 22. Next free throw, too strong off back iron. Webster City has the rebound. Up top, McKinney. Alice Stewart deep right wing. Passes up top, cycle to left corner for Lions. Lions back to the top of the key for Killian. Killian lost the ball, taken away by Algona. Goshi leading the break. Right side layup in transition. Rims out, but he's fouled and earns 2 free throws. Almost an and one for the sophomore Garrett Goshi. What a nice finish.
Yeah, it has been. And that would have been right there. Nice job again of playing aggressive defensively, getting the knock away. Goshi stuck right with it. Got control of the ball and just about at a three-pointer. Let's see if he can get one at a time here and get 2.
First free throw, a little bit off to the left. It rims out. 36.4 seconds here in the fourth. Bulldogs by 22. One more free throw here. That one falls for Garrett Goshi. Bulldogs lead by 23. Driving into the paint, right side, pass inside by McKinney, taken out of the left wing to Lions. Lions drives into a crowd, lost the ball out of bounds, but it was touched by Algona. By the way, that's point for Garrett Goshi. First varsity point. Congratulations. Yeah. Pass up top, stolen away by Heidelberg. A foot race, left side, layup in transition, up and in.
Way to go, Caleb.
Bulldogs by 25 with 14 seconds in regulation. Spinning into the paint now is McKinney. Layup in off that spin and the floating away falls. Nice move by McKinney. But I'll do it here for this one as the final buzzer sounds and Algona wins 60-37. A resounding victory for the Algona Bulldogs tonight. Suffocating defense down low, and the Bulldogs were very efficient offensively, especially in the first 3 quarters, and they cruised to a 60-37 victory here tonight. You have to hear from a couple more sponsors here for you on Hometown Radio. We'll take a quick couple-minute break. We'll come back and wrap up this ball game. We'll get some of the stats finished up for you as well. Again, Algona wins 60-37. We're back after these messages here on Hometown Radio, KLGA.